Jessica here! Welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers! In the last episode, we had finished off wiring up our death cube to have all these Gatling turrets interconnected with cargo containers and all of that stuff in there, and we powered it down so that the solar panels can recharge those batteries in there. They're currently about halfway there. They need a little bit more time. So while we're waiting for that, what we need to do is because, well, also in the last episode, we welded a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, look at this. Doesn't that look fantastic now? I mean, it's starting to come along. It's really starting to look like a proper facility. Although, obviously, we haven't even touched this side yet. And honestly, I'm probably not going to weld up the backside of this building for quite some time. For one thing, I want to extend out this floor here. I want it to extend out, basically to be on top of this section of the hangars. So I'm not really going to be welding that anytime soon, and I might do something like that with that floor there. I think that top floor is probably the extent of it. But yeah, what we really need to do is gather resources to be able to weld those things, and we used up pretty much all of the steel plate we had in the last episode, so let's go ahead and go mining for some iron. Yay, the best type of mining, right? Maybe that might be your favorite type of mining. But here's what I think we're gonna do. I think we're just going to pretty much pick a spot on this asteroid and just start to tunnel through it. We're probably going to get iron no matter what we do. So let's just find a spot and basically start boring through. Hopefully we don't just... Oh, hold on, I gotta turn off the ejectors. I always forget to do that. Mostly because I have to leave the ejectors running when I get out of the ship so that they can, you know, pump the resources out into the platform there, but then I always forget to turn them off when I get back in. Anyways, let's just tunnel through this asteroid and see what we get. And hopefully we don't destroy the mining ship in the process of tunneling through here. I just love how quickly this mining vessel just gets through this stuff. It's so fast. It looks like oh, this is the cavern that we actually created. So it looks like we just bored another tunnel into that cavern. But now we're going to create a whole new tunnel that was never here before. And hopefully we get lots and lots of iron, and maybe some other stuff that's in here too. That would be pretty cool. I don't really know all the resources that are in this asteroid, to be honest with you. I do think it is mostly iron, though. I don't think there's really a whole bunch of other stuff besides iron and maybe some uranium, and I know there's some magnesium, but I don't think there's a whole lot of either of those resources. And currently right now we have plenty of uranium to power this station. We don't really have enough uranium to be able to make weapons or anything like that, and we also ran out of magnesium while trying to make all of that ammo for the death cube. I wanted to make about 2,000 rounds, and we got just a little bit shy of 2,000 rounds before we just completely ran out of magnesium. So hopefully we'll be able to gather some of that too. I really have no idea where we are in the asteroid. All I know is we are just tunneling forwards. Maybe not even forwards. Maybe we're turning slightly. I'm not even sure. All I know is I'm keeping the drills turned on and just chopping up whatever is in front of us. Also, I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you guys about something cool that I'm doing. So, as you all know, if you've been watching my videos over the past few days, I have been out of town, out of state actually, not just out of town, but actually out of state. And about this time, about the time that this video will be uploading, or not uploading, but releasing, on YouTube, I will be actually flying a drone over an amusement park in Pennsylvania. I will be flying a DJI quadcopter known as the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. It's basically a remote control helicopter that has a camera equipped to it that allows you to see in first person view like what the quadcopter sees as it's flying around. So I'm going to be doing some cool FPV video, and if you guys are interested in any type of drone FPV or just drones in general, I mean, we do seem to do a lot of stuff with drones and space engineers. So if you guys are interested in that at all, then leave me a comment in the comment section asking for some info, and I will send you, you know, a link to a video or something that I make out of this trip. So that should be pretty cool, and I just wanted to let you guys know that, considering, like I said, we do a lot of stuff with drones here, and it looks like it just destroyed a drill on my ship. Nope, just a light. Okay, not a drill. Continue drilling! Oh no, what did I just do? I just destroyed another light. Okay, no problem. Continue drilling! We'll have to repair all that damage later. But yes, I love, you know, flying drones and stuff like that. I think it's really cool. I have a couple of my own, but this is the first time I've ever really gotten a chance to, you know, fly somewhere cool like an amusement park, you know? I mean, how cool is that, right? And for those of you who are fans of my Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 series, I mean, the fact that I'll be doing that at an amusement park is kind of cool too, right? So there will be updates on a new ride that's being built as part of that video. So if you're interested at all in that, shoot me a comment in the comment section and I'll hook you up with some information, some links and stuff, you know, all that good stuff. Alright, well, looks like we're making some pretty good progress mining our way through this asteroid. It's gonna have a couple of tunnels in it by the time we're done here. And I pretty much just want to keep going until the cargo containers are full. I just want to get as much stuff as possible, and it looks like we're almost going to make our way out the other side. Indeed we have. Oh, it looks like there's some cobalt in there too. Fantastic. We probably definitely needed some of that. It looks like we just ran ourselves right through a cobalt vein. Very, very good. You know what, I'm actually going to focus on grabbing a little bit more of that cobalt. It's just so tempting. That, and I don't really think I've done too much focus on mining for it. And I know it's useful for some things. I can't remember exactly right off the top of my head what the cobalt's useful for, but I know we're going to end up needing it eventually. So I might as well just pick up what's sitting there. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of it here, just enough. Now hopefully I don't end up coming out of this asteroid and like drilling away at my own station. That would kind of suck. So I'm trying to keep that in mind when I am doing this, that we don't drill in the wrong place. Hold on, let's see if I can get this zoomed out. I think that's probably okay for us to continue drilling. All right. Let's get as much stuff as possible. It's plenty of iron. We are not going to need to go mining for iron for quite a while after this trip. Quite a while. And it's going to take a long time to offload all of this. And it's going to take a long time to refine it too. But those arc furnaces do a really, really good job of just getting through that iron so quickly. And I think we're back into this cavern that we originally created. Huh, that's interesting. We always end up back in this cavern. Okay, well, let's see here. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way so I can make my way into that cavern. So I don't want to end up breaking a thruster off while I try to make it through this little hole here. The hole wasn't quite big enough to make it through. Okay, let's see. Now it looks like we're able to get through there. Very, very nice. Oh no! Yeah, well, we just ruined a thruster. I think the ship actually turns too quickly. I think it has a little bit too many gyroscopes on it, so sometimes, you know, you run into things a lot harder than you would think you would. And I'm just going to go this way a little ways because I want to get some of this magnesium so that we can continue making more rounds of ammo for our death cube. Because there's a little bit of magnesium just hanging out here, just waiting for us to pick it up. And so I will oblige it and pick it up. Yes. I don't really know what I was trying to say there, but I'm basically going to take advantage of the fact that the magnesium is here. And I probably should check our inventory to make sure we're not too overloaded here. I think we might be full. Let's go ahead. We're getting there. We are getting very, very close to being full. It's probably time for us to... Yeah, this, like, drill number 12 is completely full. I think it's time for us to just call it a trip, because that is quite a bit. There's no question about it. So let's make our way out of here. What's the best way? Probably going out of this hole here. If I can avoid destroying a thruster, that would be fantastic. I've already done enough damage to the ship during this little mining expedition. Alright, just drill your way out of there. There we go. Excellent. Okay, let's go drop all this stuff off. That did not take very long at all. You know, before they patched it, it probably would have taken me like 2 or 3 hours to gather that much stuff. And we were able to do that in about 10 minutes. That's a significant improvement. All right. Let's go ahead and lower it down. I think that's probably the right spot. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and nice soft landing. And then let's turn on our ejectors, which we will definitely forget to turn off later. All right, let's hop out of the ship and inspect the damage. A little bit of damage on the rear here from when we broke off that thruster. Alright, let's go ahead and get a brand new thruster installed. Don't have any thruster components on me. We'll have to go get some. Let's see, any other damage that I need to repair? Definitely some damage up here. We'll just go ahead and patch that up really quickly. Looks like there's all kinds of damage in this area. Let's make sure we're keeping this in good repair, otherwise it's just going to fall apart on us while we're trying to mine something, and that will not be good. All right. Just a little bit more repair work here, just kind of patching things up a little bit. Some things are dented up. Just want to make sure we're keeping everything in good repair. Especially considering this ship is not a drone, you know, we actually have to personally man this ship. We really don't want to have any type of issues with it, because if it blows up and we die, well, that's very, very painful. Obviously, Intrepid will just clone us again and bring us back to life, but the process is very painful, and you know, it's not exactly established as to whether or not when you're recloned, if you know, it's not really established that you're 100% the same person. A lot of scientific evidence that suggests there's a little bit of stuff that's lost in the translation there, so try to avoid death at all costs. All right, Well, I think we've successfully repaired the ship. We are missing a thruster, and we're still missing those lights. But honestly, I don't even think I'm going to reinstall them because we keep losing them. Okay, what do I need to finish this thruster? Steel plate and thruster component. Not a problem. Let's go over here and grab that real quickly. Grab some steel plate and grab a thruster component. And of course, there I go, spelling it wrong, so there we go. Okay, excellent. Should be able to just finish that up really quick. Great. Okay, ship is pretty much brand new, except for the fact that it doesn't have the spotlights on the front. Oh, well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and reinstall them. I'll just reinstall them, no big deal, right? Okay. Patch those on. Looks good. Go ahead over here and need to install another support for the light. No big deal. And install the light. And then on the bottom side, I really wish there was a better way to mount lights so that you can actually see what you're doing when you're mining, but then of course, it's just really hard to do it, you know, because they're always in a position where they're getting hit by the rocks. It's not very good. Okay, well that looks pretty good. Ship is back up and running 100%, as far as I know at least. Let's go ahead and check on our refineries and stuff, and let's go ahead and start moving over all that ammo that we produce. Let's go ahead and put down all the stuff we're carrying. And let's find our ammo. Alright. And let's start carrying this over. It's gonna take a few trips to get this all the way over here, but that's okay. Alright. We're just gonna dump this stuff into the cargo container. And that will naturally go to whatever turret requires it. It's going to take a little while though, at 240 per delivery here. It's going to take a little while to get them all over there. Okay. Well, I think that's probably good for now, right? Or maybe I'll just make one more trip. And then I want to really give this thing a test. Although we still have the solar panels on, and I don't really want to give it a test while the panels are on, because they'll probably get destroyed, and I really like to be able to salvage them. Well, I think we still probably have another hour and a half before it's charged up anyways. So here's what we're gonna do. In the next episode, we will be taking those solar panels off of the Death Cube and flying a drone around and basically getting shot at by this thing. And we're going to see how effective the Death Cube is at destroying enemy aircraft. Or enemy spacecraft, I should say. Aircraft. Not aircraft, spacecraft. Yes. So that should be pretty exciting. We may even test it out with an assortment of different types of ships, just to kind of get a really good feel for how powerful it really is. Because, I mean, a little drone is probably pretty easy to take out, right? But, you know, a larger ship might be more difficult. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go capture one of those military mine layers that's off in the distance. Considering we have that defense services ship that we rescued a while back, it does have weapons on it. We could fly that out there and go take care of some business, but we do risk the chance of dying in the process, but I suppose that is a risk that we assumed as when we became a space engineer in the first place, right? Yeah, I think so. So, if you guys want to see me test this thing out, you'll have to wait until the next episode. But I promise, in the next episode, that is exactly what we will be doing. We've almost got all the ammo over here. All right. Well, I think that's all I'm going to put in it for now because we have pretty much equal number of ammo in each storage container. And let's go ahead and check on how long it's going to take before those batteries are charged. Okay, it's a little bit more than halfway there, so I imagine it's a little less than 2 hours. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is probably just take a little seat in this command chair so that we don't die or anything, and I'm probably just going to let this run for about 2 hours. And hopefully all of our materials will process in that time. I mean, we're still dropping off stuff, and the refineries are still busy, so I think that's probably best, right? And then in the next episode, we'll have a bunch of materials in which we can make stuff with, and we'll be able to test the death cube. So I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. If you liked the video, do me a huge favor and hit the like button. It helps me out so much. Subscribe to the channel, and feel free to leave me any comments or suggestions in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video.